LALECHELALECHELALECHELALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures. Here's we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTTSZ. That's what we like to call ourselves and use, all of us, everyone's. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories, on this our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, and contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as including archetypalies, ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, what we are delivering is divine democracies, so that all of the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and arrowways, all the females and males that Goddess God has created and incarnated, past, present, futures, because space-time is not linear, can be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact, via the stargates. And does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-lovings, ever-livings authorities and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and sustainings, including us and all that we knows and shalls ever knows and has ever knows and shalls ever knows and knows right now, all that we shall come to loves and loathes, ELLEVENSZ betters, past, present, futures, including all our families and communities, and closely and all related, and all the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-steward and appreciates. And so we says namaste, the divines within us greets the divines within yous and alls. And we says mikotuya ostin, mikotuya kostiveral. We're all related, and because we know this, and we are as alls, any's and alls and any's related, everyone's, we can come together. We cans and shells and cans come together again, back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact. And we also says the alliance within us greets the alliance within yous and alls, because we know is that we are alls made of star stuff, and because we are heeding the kindness and the wisdom of ancient civilizations, especially the Magdalene era anthropologically, and especially Atlantis and Thrace and the Vedic era, the Vedics and the Druidics, and in fact going back and forth to mitochondrial Eve, before, afters, and durings, Ubuntus, on this and all our planets, on this and all our continents and on beyond, because of space-time is not linear, and so we also call ourselves other names, such as co-white calf women, co-changing women, Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, in fact, also equally clan sister cousines and clan cousin brothers, clans and gens, goddesses and gods. We call ourselves co-sky women's, co-earth women's, co-spider women's, co-katsinas, co-kachinas, co-orishas and yamayas, co-kalki, co-daganach, co-avalishkos, co-onions, buddhas, co-zarashans, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz. Now don't let that word Christ intimidate you. The word Christ in ancient languages simply used translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To do greatest kindness and wisdom, reunited for all humanity's past, present, futures, now cosmically. And we use that word repetitively for all the divine feminines, and repetitively with the I in it for all the divine and feminines and the masculines equally. Therefore we call ourselves other names, such as co-Stellarianlies and co-Easterlianlies. That is co-Astralianlies and co-Easterlianlies, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and the Nazarenes equally, all the divine feminines reparatively, all the divine feminines and masculines with the I in it reparatively, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, especially of Atlantis, Thrace, Vedic, Druidic, Ubuntus, I'm going back and forth to mitochondria before, after, during, so that we can all be comes and bees, reborns, nativities, and always risen springs, of the very real stargates, Atlantis, and all holy lands and circulars risen, for less it shall be first go first, teams of very real stargates and Star Trek put together for paradises, heavens, and all earths on this roller planets. Now it sounds like a John suggestion accordingly to open the stargates and the Akashic records for reborns and visits humanities, but it's actually easily accomplished via the new millennial golden rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just read, and just next to it, read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and the so's. And you'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, you, and you, because yous, shells and cans and shells joins us, becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTTSZ. The only issue we had been concerned about whether or not we'd be silly and stupid to lose our incarnations, lose this planet, and then have to be reincarnated again, I have to do this task from some other place in the universe, but actually I believe we can say Chelsea can accomplish this now. You can see our names are pictured there. We can't say all of them, but we will say some of them, so you can read more. And we start with genealogically and genealogically, we start with our family trees, and yours too, implied by picture frames, and we start with our great-grandmothers, first come first, and equally all the Shekinahs, the females of our families, and equally all the Elohats and Elohims, always circles, and are always females and males of our equally essentials, youngest generations, already present, next generations, so we'll say some of the things, we're going to say all of them now, we'll say some of them. We start with, of course, our Iroquois goddess grandmothers, you're going to say Queen Esther's, and more recently Robert Herschel, Lydia Costanza, and more currently Lydia's and Virginia's and Lydia's Volunteering Newtown's, lots more there. And of course our co-cap Buffalo women, Merville and Pearl, and especially Zamal Patricia Sunflowers, and equally Martha and Sophie, and Anna Marie singing and Cricket So Loyalies, and Elora's, and lots more there. And of course we're in Butu, so Rochelle Reyes families, the Anns and Josephines, and we have Guy, Olivia, and Guyla's and Gorgs, and lots more there. We have our aunts, our Solarian families, Hannah's and Ellen's, lots more there, and especially near and dear to our hearts. We have our Rita 20 Magdalenes, Nazarenes, and the Venusians, Marians, and that includes, of course, Estrella and Libertia and Estrella, and equals especially says Sarah Harriet, Radiant Ray, and Sarah Harriet, traveling back and forth in circles. I'm Clarity Clara, Jubilant Jacqueline, Precious Internet, Risen Rose, Grandma Annette, all the gracious stories, Grandma Dorothy, learns all the lessons of the Wizard Justice and Wizard Justice of us that we all are, connected with Lynn and Jenny and Leonie of the Gaia families, connected with Barbara's and lots more there, connected with, of course, Rachel's and Rufus and Chaya's and Starry's families, and lots more there. Then we have our current generations of females. We have our Shekinahs, we have our Esther's and Rachel's and Rajel's and Julie Ann Marie's and Anne Marie's equalies, Anne Marie's and Julie Ann Marie's equalies, and our Barbara's and our Dia's Divines, our Jenny's especially equalies, of course, and our youngest generations. April's arisen, Rose arisen, our essential lanes, also Chicken with Edith, Halas and Hesperuses, Lighting Lees, Stacy and Anastasia, so many Source Waters, especially our beloveds, Vanessa Salia, and Highlands of his Wessel. These are young couple, our beloveds, and so especially beloveds with their mothers and aunts, and Hadass, and Gwendolyn, Leah Ross, and Benson and John, Bright and Jubilant, and Blessed Bows and Moors are Comingsz, raise, always, Estorians, always Eastorians, always all related these sins. Let's make it Elevens. Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures, ever ye's blessings.